dollar that they take in, they spend $1.59. So they create this national debt to the international banksters and government gangsters who control the shots. They take away monies for things that we don't need, things that we don't want, things that we can't afford. They're talking about putting out monies for the sex life of the tsetse fly, for God's sakes. We are better capable of controlling our lives than the government. Bill Clinton says more government. More government is the answer. More taxes is the answer. This is insanity. We have to bring this insanity down to an end. We do not want to be controlled. We do not want to have blacks fearing whites, whites fearing blacks, Chicanos all mixed up in one pot fighting each other. We have to assume responsibility. The government is irresponsible, and what LaSalle is saying, we must have individual responsibility. That's the bottom line. That's where we're coming from. And we're working together, blood brothers, in this particular cause. The cause is for freedom. These people don't want a nation that's half slave, half free. This oligarchy of evil, this Illuminati that's controlling the shots and controlling the show, wants a nation that's all slave.
One point to bring out once again here, and I need to make this point very, very sharp and pointed. Class has no color. If you consider yourself, or if you look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm a white man, I want you to know that you were conditioned and taught to be prejudiced, to be a racist against black men. If you are a black man and you look in the mirror and you see dark skin, I want you to know you were conditioned and you were taught to be a racist and prejudiced against white men. We are all men. We're all here and we all have a responsibility. And that means that's you that needs to take responsibility of your personal circumstances and get past the smokescreen or the blinders that government has brought about and put over our eyes. It is insidious. It is time for us to take action. We need to start now.
Well, I certainly can't argue with self-responsibility there. I asked you before the program what you classified yourself as politically, conservative, libertarian, liberal. How would you describe yourself?
I am an egalitarian. I have democratic roots, and of course, I have Republican philosophies. I stand between surrendering myself to both sides. I believe that we all were created equal. We were endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure the rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, as they have, it is the right of the people, that's us, to alter or to abolish it and institute new government. So I stand here for the people, absolutely for the people, and for no one else but the people. Race, color, or creed, black, white, green, brown, or red.
Well, see, we must control the government. If we do not control the government will control us.
So you're not advocating disbanding the government, you're just advocating controlling the government.
Controlling the government, and the government has to be reduced. The power of the government has to be reduced. The power of the people has to be increased. And they are contrary in interest. We have to have a rising of power amongst the people and a lessening of power amongst the government. If it's the other way around, we become slaves to the government. What Kennedy said when he said, ask what you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you, he was quoting Adolf Hitler. I have the antithesis of Hitler and Kennedy. I say, ask what your government can do for you, not what you can do for your government. Because your government is your servant, and we, the people, are the master. We pay for the government. We should be telling the government what to do. The government should not be telling us what to do. This whole thing is upside down. We have to turn it all around. Dr. Carroll Quigley, Bill Clinton's mentor, depicted the Illuminati plan for the future of an Orwellian America. The future under Clintonism, which is communism with a small c. Dr. Quigley describes his vision of the future under a Luciferian New World Order. The individual's freedom and choice will be controlled within very narrow alternatives by the fact that he will be numbered from birth and followed as a number through his educational training, his required military or other service, his tax contributions, his health and medical requirements, and his final retirement and death benefits.